What's up, everybody? So welcome to the video. Today we're going to be doing a night review with the Volkswagen Atlas SE with technology. Beautiful car, and today you'll see some great shots of this vehicle throughout the historic Charleston area. You know, it's the holiday time of the year. Thanksgiving was just, yesterday, and we're already out here filming once again with the car. Just before dark, as dusk is kind of dropping down right now, we're heading to a location that we enjoy going to out here at the Middleton Plantation Stables. We're going to see if the gates are unlocked and see if we can get some cool shots of this vehicle at night. So stay tuned for that. So I've had the pleasure of driving both the 2.0 liter Atlas 4-cylinder turbo and this one right here, the V6. I said in my 2.0 liter video, I said, wow, this vehicle's got a ton of get up. It's very peppy. I mean, it really felt powerful driving the 2-liter turbo Atlas. And listen, I don't take my words back whatsoever. It really does. Now that I've been driving the V6 Atlas for the past few days, I still do believe that. I believe that the 2-liter turbo Atlas, when you hit the gas down on that vehicle, it really launches up and goes. I mean, of course, the V6 Atlas that we're in right now feels heavier, right? It definitely does feel heavier, and it does have a lot of power. It sure does. But again, just something about that turbo engine that makes this vehicle seem like a smaller, sporty type crossover instead of an SUV, if that makes any sense. One thing I always like to talk to y'all about is the lighting of the vehicle, right? Yeah, lighting. And as you can see, as we're riding down this road here, just about every car that's passing us while our camera is not in focus, there we go. Just about every car we see coming down the road has just your traditional halogen headlights. That's always something I've said about this vehicle right here and the Volkswagen Tiguan, is that the LED lighting makes it stand out so much more in the crowd, and at the same time, it also brightens up the highway while driving at night. As you can see, this car right there coming up, that is that one had some LED lighting on that Tahoe. But not the headlights, just the LED light bar down on the bottom, which we're very familiar with the Tahoes, the 2017s, and how they have that. But there's another car there that's got some LED going on that Lexus RX. And then you can tell this one right off the get-go, that truck there, or whatever that Mercedes is, just has regular halogens. They just don't have that bright, and there's the bright color there on that Cadillac. But again, every car has a different look about it while driving at night with their headlights on. But to me, the Volkswagen just has a totally unique look about it compared to all the other vehicles. So we just switched up cameras real quickly here because I want this camera to stay in focus. So we're on a video camera now. But what I'm going to tell you, one feature I absolutely love on the Volkswagen is the active lane assist. And basically on a road like this, where it's just a two-lane highway, cars coming my way on the other side and I'm going this way on this side, that active lane assist is so perfect for this type of situation. When I'm filming and riding down the road like I am right now, I got one hand on the steering wheel and the other hand is wrapped up into a camera. Some of y'all are going to say, oh, it's just not safe. All the other car reviewers use tripods and things like that. Yeah, well, guess what, folks? That stuff costs money. So I do it the way I do it until I get enough money one day to buy all these fancy camera equipments. But with that being said, I like how this kind of gives me a unique camera view while cruising compared to other people's reviews. So I hope you do enjoy that. But like I'm talking about the active lane assist, when driving the way I do, it really does keep me safe on the highway. So I always want to kind of let y'all know that. This really does, it's a nice feature. I mean, now that I'm getting over right here and turning into Middleton Place, let's see if our gates are open. Sure they are. Let's see if we can get out here and get a nice shot of the Atlas. As you can see, what a beautiful plantation out here tonight. I mean, they got the flames going on the tiki torches. It's a beautiful place to review a car just before dusk. And we'll definitely keep the cameras rolling as long as we can, because I know for a fact at this part of the location out here, it doesn't take but just 5 minutes for someone to ride over and say, hey sir, you gotta go. So we'll do what we can for just a minute here. But let's go ahead and get out and take a look. There we go. And we'll leave her running for just a minute here. So there she is, the V6 Atlas SE with technology. You know, believe it or not, the car is actually still on. I did not shut the car off. And I love how it has that feature where the engine just kind of shuts off while the car's on, whether you're sitting at a stoplight or even a situation like this. I had to get out real quick to film the car. The car still got all its power going on, but the engine is ready to crank up if need be, which is kind of cool. So we don't have the fog lights on right now, but there are your headlights right now. What you're seeing right now, those are just your daytime running lights. Those are on all the time. Let's go ahead and move back in real quickly here and cut our headlights on and show you what we're talking about here. And maybe even cut the blinkers on so you can see some of that. Well, I thought that I had the car still. There we go. Okay. So maybe the car wasn't on. Well, the car definitely wasn't on, but anyways, maybe it shuts off when you get out. Who knows? We're learning all this stuff right now. I know if we turn our blinkers on, we'll definitely draw some attention over here to us. But that's okay. So outside, LED lighting on your mirror. Very nice. I love how those blink in the amber yellow color as well. Pretty nice. I also like how the little headlight LED bulbs right there still stay on, and the fog lights stay on while the blinkers are on. So that's pretty sweet. Let's go look in the back. And there's your taillights. Also LED. And also LED under here, which is nice. Again, gives it that bright white look. When we looked at the Mazda CX-5 this week, we did a night review on it. Some of y'all may have watched it already. That was one thing I was really concerned about with the CX-5, was that your headlights on the CX-5 and fog lights were all LED. Taillights were LED, but when you got to the license plate frame lights, they were not. And it gave it that off-colored white, which just doesn't look good. That looks nice, right? Now here's where Volkswagen, where they should have added LED lighting on the car, was right down there on the fog lights. They give you all the LED going on up top, but then they go back down to just regular halogens on the bottom. My thing with that is the Mazda, when you look at the front of it, it's all LED and all the colors match up so nicely. And I wish Volkswagen had that going on. But maybe, just maybe, if you buy one of these, you can get an aftermarket set of lights down there for the bottom that would be LED, and you could fix that problem for a few $100. All right, so we talk about size, right? It is the largest SUV in the segment. It really is, isn't it? Look how big it is. Now, I was watching a guy online earlier doing a car review on the Atlas, which was really good. And, you know, he was talking about how this has like a 117 wheelbase or something like that. And he's like, you know, this has got the largest out of all of them, the Ford Explorer, the Chevy Traverse. But he's like, the Volkswagen just looks smaller on the outside compared to the others. Well, sir, I don't think you're right on that, man. To me, this looks like a big vehicle. I mean, take a look at that. If I pulled up a Chevy Traverse next to an Atlas, to me, the Atlas looks a lot bigger. I mean, check out my review I've done with the Atlas versus Traverse. This is much wider than the Chevy Traverse, which gives it that super wide look because it's wide. Anyways, so it's looking good out here tonight. It definitely is. I'm actually surprised no one has came over here yet and told me to get on trucking down the road. I also like the wheels on the Volkswagen Atlas. Take a look at them. Very sporty looking, right? You can't go wrong with 5 stars, and those look really aggressive. What a pretty wheel. I love this camera, just how it zooms in and zooms out so quickly there. The rear end on the Atlas, You know, a lot of y'all have complained and said, oh, those are not exhaust pipes right there in the back, they're fake. Yes, you're right, they do not have any air that comes out of them. But I mean, realistically, the air actually goes right down, right there. You can kind of see it on the screen right now. So the pipe actually jets down right before that area there. And let me tell you, really think about it, folks, in the long run, if exhaust fumes are coming out right there, what's that going to do to that pretty chrome or pretty polished aluminum over time? It's going to get black and dirty and all that kind of thing, right? Volkswagen's actually thought about that, and they said, let's go ahead and have the exhaust fumes going down towards the ground, and let's keep these nice and clean where our cars don't have a dirty look coming out of the exhaust pipe. Pretty smart, Volkswagen. Rear end looks just as good as the front end. I mean, it absolutely is a beautiful vehicle. Let's take a look real quick in the back, see what we got going on back here. Well, of course, you got a backup camera, LED lighting like we just said, then a massive size area in the back, and third row seats. Now, if you've watched some of my videos before, I get in the back of the third row and I show you just how much room there is in the back of here. And let's just say a grown adult can sit in the third row seat in an Atlas and be comfy, okay? That's pretty cool, right? A lot of your other SUVs out there, other than maybe a Tahoe or a Suburban, you can't really get in the third row and for an adult and be somewhat comfortable going down the road. So that's kind of cool if all the adults want to get in the Atlas and do that. Now check it out, a lot of room, definitely. Third row's hide under there. If you need more space, you got some space under here. Okay, there's a little bit of storage under there. And then if you need even more space, you can fold down those back seats there nice and flat. The only other thing I'm not a big fan of in the back of the Atlas is you don't have LED lighting in the rear area. I mean, they do give you two lights, one there, but no LED in the back. And you got lights up here as well. But again, like I just said earlier, look at that, you got 2, 4, 6, which looks kind of cool at nighttime, doesn't it? But if they were LED bulbs up there, you know how much brighter they would be on the interior? A lot brighter. Also, your Volkswagen Tiguan SEL Premium's got a light that sits right up here that's LED that shines all down here. Not seeing that on this particular one. Maybe it is on the SEL Premium Atlas, but again, this is a SE with technology. All right, let's hop in and let's take it down to the next spot. All right, everybody, let's take a quick ride down this road here, see what is going on. Again, maybe we can get some nice shots of the Atlas back here today. I mean, what a beautiful plantation. There is a restaurant back here. I'm gonna show you this. There's a restaurant back here you can come eat at if you're ever in the Charleston area and you want to kind of go somewhere unique, kind of off the charted path. This is where you come. And as you can see, they got these tiki torches lit so you know exactly how to get back here. And you know, this is some of the beauty of living in the Carolinas. I mean, as you can see right out there, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, this is pretty. You know, some of this stuff I haven't even really paid attention to before while being out here. Maybe we'll get out tonight and take a look around a little bit. We're having a good time out here. You know, this is really just a few miles down the road from my house. So I love taking advantage of this beautiful scenic area to review cars at. And the dealers that I work with, they also get to take advantage of me giving them some beautiful content for their Facebook page and websites and YouTube channels and things like that. So anyways, what a beautiful place. Now, it is, according to the camera right now, my camera view right there doesn't look like it's very dark out here, but it really is starting to drop down, getting dark. Now there's a lady riding around on a golf cart right now, and you know, everybody that pulls in, she's like, where are you going? Are you going to the restaurant? You know, we're closed. You can't go back here, can't go back there. And this lady has rode by me 2 times while I'm vlogging and filming this car, and she said nothing to me. So congrats to whoever you are, ma'am. Thank you. But we won't test our luck too long, because I got a feeling if I'm out here too much longer, she'll probably say, hey, get on out of here. Get on out of here, boy. So anyways, all right, let's take a look at the Atlas while we're here, and we're going to try to go sneak, or not sneak, but anyways, go walk over there by that house and just get some good shots of it if we can. All right, but anyways, there's the Atlas. You know, that car looks good anywhere. I mean, in your driveway, in the mall parking lot, in the tech shop, and at the car dealership, that Atlas looks good just about anywhere you stick it. I mean, even next to a brick wall with leaves growing on it. Anyway, so pretty cool. Let's go ahead and do our walk now, and when we come back, it'll be dark, and we'll try to get some night footage of it out here. All right, pretty cool. Let's go ahead and switch camera view around real quick and get to where we're going. Wow. You know, I made a promise to myself this year. I said, you know, if I'm going to do car reviews and things like that, I really want to take y'all on an adventure and get to see some things that you've never been able to see before. And that's what we're doing tonight, okay? You know, again, I watch car reviews a lot. And sometimes I just want to, I wish the people would, you know, they're in all these beautiful locations and they don't ever really take you anywhere other than just looking at the car. So, you know, of course we talk about the car, but at the same time, where does a car take us, right? It takes us to beautiful places, you know, throughout the Charleston Low Country area. And you know, this is well worth you being able to see. That's the restaurant right up there. And I've never eaten there myself, but now that I'm thinking about it, man, that would be a nice place to take the wife on an anniversary. But look at this over here. My Lord, this is beautiful. I mean, just think if you lived in one of these places way back in the day, right? You would have been like royalty. Like this is where, you know, the rich people lived way, way, way back in the day, back in the early 1900s and things like that. Look at this. Is this cool or what? That's pretty neat. And there's that road that we come in right in the beginning that stretches out right there. All right, everybody, so we're just kind of exploring right now by myself, which would be fun with some people. Most of the time, I'm always by myself. Anyways, it's definitely starting to get dark, but what I'm taking you to right now is over here where all this water's at. Look behind me. Wow, it's beautiful. It really is pretty. In pampas grass, if you don't have it where you live at, you don't want to touch it because it will cut you. I remember having pampas grass in my yard as a kid, and we would try to play in that and hide in there when playing hide and go seek, and I'd come out with my hands all cut like razor blades. This stuff is really, when you pull on it a certain way, it is really sharp and it will cut you. It looks really cool, but again, it will cut you. Anyways, let's trek it back up this hill here, and let's make our way back up to the Volkswagen Atlas. And we're gonna cut around this side here. It kind of gets a little spooky out here the later it is at night. I mean, should we cut through here? Let's do it. Let's do something different. So beautiful how they've kept this place up all these years. You know, it's very impressive to see from way back there. You're like, wow, what is that beautiful home? And then when you get up front here to it, It's even more beautiful. And man, if we can just go on the inside and check it out. Incredible. All right, let's get back to the Atlas. All right, boy, that's about it for tonight. Thank you for watching the video. We had a great time testing out the Atlas and also looking at this beautiful location out here at Middleton Place Plantation. Like I said, if you're ever in town and you want to come somewhere to have a nice dinner on a Saturday night, here's a restaurant. And yeah, come out here and have some food. Good southern food, right? I mean, if you're going to a historic city, you definitely want to go somewhere that has beautiful scenery and great food, great people. And that's what you have here in Charleston. So anyways, let's switch the camera around, take a look at the Atlas one last time before we go, now that it's pretty dark outside. And as you can see, it's right over there. But one thing I do like about the Atlas is it's got remote start. And then let's go ahead and crank her up, hit this twice. There we go. Now she's cranked up. Looking good. Let's switch the camera view around and see how she's looking. As you can see, looking very nice. Beautiful car at night. That's what you got going on when you do the remote start on this vehicle. Those daytime run lights come right on. Just bright enough for you. I will tell you, if you go with a SEL Premium, you'll get the puddle lights up under the mirror there. So when you open up the door, it shines nice and bright on the ground. So that's a nice feature. But this is the lighting you have. See, and that's what I'm talking about at nighttime with those LED lights for your tag light. Look how bright they are. Look how they shine right on the ground. That's pretty sweet. Like I said, you definitely want to get the puddle lights. When I touch the handle just now, it automatically unlocks the car. See? Lights come on the inside. Open her up. Now this is pretty good though. That light shines really bright all down here. So I guess you could consider that as a puddle light. But most of the time a puddle light is up under a mirror to shine all out here, because you're only going to get access to that light when the door's open. With a puddle light, when you do your remote start like that, it'll come on and you'll see all down there, which is nice when you're walking up to the car. You can see if there's any mud down there or you know, anything like that. So, but that definitely helps out a lot. Does the back door have that light as well? No, it does not. All right, so once you're in the Atlas and it's remote started like that, if you're not familiar with this, you want to put your foot on the brake, hit this start stop engine button, and that will go ahead and bring the car to life. As you can see, headlights are on out there. All your interior lights are on. The car is in drive mode. Put it in drive, of course. Before we go, let's look at our backup camera here. Let's go ahead and get our camera in focus. There we go. Let's put it in reverse. Pretty bright back there. As you can see, you got your guidelines, all that good stuff right back there. So those reverse lights are nice and bright at nighttime, so you can see exactly what's going on. This is the only camera view you get with an SE technology, and below you have to roll with a SEL Premium to get the full 360 camera view. Okay, which basically has a little section over here where you can see a car and you can see on the sides, the front, and all that kind of thing. Okay, all right. When you put it back in drive, this camera stays on for just a few seconds, or just really till you get to about 5 miles per hour, I believe. And we'll test that out. See, it's still on. When we get to 10, it should cut off. So let's go ahead and get to 10. Boom, it's off, okay? So there's that. I will tell you the heated seats are nice inside of here. They're definitely helpful to have. I wish it had cooled seats, but right now we don't have that feature on our Atlas. But as you can see there, those LED lights are super bright. If you want to try your bright lights out, go ahead and do that. Look, so it's even brighter. And then back down, there's brights, low beams. And if you cut the fog lights off, you got that going on, fog lights on. So you can see the fog lights really shine it on the right and left hand side of the vehicle to add a little more lighting there for you. Now before we go tonight, we're going to hit back onto the highway here and we're going to test out the speed of the vehicle with the V6 and see how it accelerates. All right, I'm going to roll down my window. All right, let's just go ahead and do this. All right, let's go ahead and mash it. Plenty of power. Like I said though earlier, you know, the turbo engine does feel a little more jumpy, like it just gets up and rolls a little faster. But V6 definitely does a good job. for the most part. I mean, the V6 definitely has more torque and more horsepower than the 4-cylinder, but just something about that turbo engine that really makes you feel like, oh, this thing gets up and goes, right? All right, everybody, that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know, showing y'all support for my channel, all you have to do is hit that like button and subscribe. If you didn't enjoy my review, then hey, don't do any of that. But if you did enjoy it and you liked it, hit the like button. And again, subscribe. I do this every week, every day. I'm reviewing vehicles, so I do my best. You know, if you're new to the channel and you're new to watching this video right now and you've never been on my channel before, just a quick information here. My Charleston Car Videos, I have basically every day I'm highlighting vehicles that are for sale out here in the Charleston area. So I do condition report videos on used cars. So those are the dealerships that you'll see the videos at, and those are used cars for sale. Everything's for sale. Everything on the channel here is for sale. Even this Atlas you're looking at today is a brand new vehicle that's for sale from the Stokes Volkswagen store. So we highlight the vehicles and we sell the vehicles. I've been in the car business now since 1999. I was a car salesman for 10 years in the car business, and back in 2010 I left the car business as a sales guy and went on the road and started doing videos full-time for car dealerships. So that's currently what I do today. But my dream is to be a famous car reviewer on YouTube, and my only way to achieve that dream is to give y'all good content and earn y'all's respect. So again, if you have any cars that you'd like to see reviewed, as some of y'all know, I will do the reviews for you if you actually put that in the comments section. I may not be able to do that review like this week or next week, but I will get around to it within a month or so and knock it out for you. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. I'm Chad, signing out from Charleston Car Videos and with Stokes Volkswagen. We'll see you then.